everyone, Diane here. Welcome to my studio. Today we're going to paint this cute little snowman and hopefully he'll only take you about a quarter of an hour to do. So I'm going to do this on a piece of Meeden rough watercolor paper. This is 5x7, but really any paper will do. You'll just get slightly different texture if you use the rough paper. And I'm going to use the resist technique using a candle. You can use a tea light or even a white wax crayon. Anything would do. I'm going to use a couple of Kuretake watercolor pens. They're brush pens. We'll also quickly use very slightly a black marker, doesn't matter what it is. So yes, I'm going to probably use the dark blue, the red and the orange Kuretakes, and I'm going to use a big brush to do the background and a smaller brush. A big brush would be this mop brush from our Craftamo set, and a smaller brush could be the small number 4 from the Craftamo, sorry, number 9, or any other round brush that you happen to have. Excuse me, and a little bit of Dr. Martens bleed proof white for the snow, or any other white paint that you have lurking around. So I've drawn a very, very light, very rough outline here of where I want the snowman to be, but then I'm just going to literally, as hard as I can, fill that in pretty much as completely as possible. You don't have to do this, but I felt it would give me a freeing up experience, if you like, that would mean I would be happy to come in next with my big brush, a fair amount of water and quite a lot of ultramarine, and just literally, I use that word too often, don't I? Literally pick up lots of ultramarine. You could use cobalt blue, you could use cerulean, you could use anything. And then the whole point of it is that you go over the whole snowman, because that will give him some body, if you see what I mean. And then we'll drop in a little bit more ultramarine in the top corner there. And then we'll let that run and dry. Just rinse my brush quickly. When you've had a painting session, you come to the end, you might want to remember to give your brushes a good thorough wash. Now just grab a piece of kitchen towel and just dab over the body lightly, like dot, 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 dot. So you leave a little bit of paint behind, which will give him a snowy effect, right? And it's cheat's way, really, of achieving some kind of texture. Now we have to dry it. So, or let it dry, one or the other. And so I'm going to use the hairdryer to make it quicker. Okay, so when I do my snowmen, I like to make sure that their hats sit nice and low down on their heads. And otherwise they look silly. So I'm going to be using indigo here. I'm just picking up some indigo from my Kuretake set. And we don't want his hat to be on too straight either. So we'll just put it on an angle like that. And this bit is the bit that's going down behind the back of his head. And then we're going to give him a nice squashy top hat like this. Just paint a rough rectangle there and go over the whole thing. Okay. Doesn't have to be anything. You can make it bigger if you want, make it taller, make it a little bit higher. You're going to put snow on top anyway, so. And make this curve a little bit. Okay, and it doesn't matter if bits are light, because that's just where the light is going to reflect. And then using the same colour, or a different colour if you want, then we're going to paint in his scarf. And I'm going to sort of try to give the impression of stripes, football scarf like that. And then we'll come down here like this. There's 100 ways you can do this, whatever works for you. So this is the way it's going to be for this one. So So there we are, that's that. And then I'm going to fill in with some red in a minute when it's dry to do the stripes. And then we're going to give him some eyes. I'm using a Tombow pen for that. And we give him a mouth. So simple. And then with the Kuretake orange, we will give him a lovely carroty nose. And maybe he needs some eyebrows, just to give him a bit more character. And then we'll put his buttons on his coat, like that, his coaly buttons. Next thing will be to go to the red and just do some red. Don't want it too strikingly red, do we? Like that. I could put a fringe on there, like that. Let's just give it a little bit of warmth. And then up here on his hat, I'm going to try to dab out a little bit of paint so that I can give him some holly. So we'll just remove the dark blue a little bit like that. It comes off quite easily. And then we could do that with a brush, or we could do it with a nice dark green. If I can find one. I've got a nice dark green. That'll probably do. If you get the 96 set of brush pens, oh, that's a bit too dark. You'll have a colour for everything. See if I can find one that's a bit lighter. Try that one. There we are. And then we will, where's my red gone? Here we are. Put some red berries. Like that. And we can use the dark blue to, where's it gone? Here it is. To cover up where we had to make the alteration. There we go. Make that a little bit darker if you want a bit more shadow on his hat. And then we need some white. And this is where we're going to do some spatter. Pick up some white and dilute it a bit so that we can just very easily just spatter some snow, and then use it a bit thicker to put on the top of his hat, because he's been standing around a long time and he's accumulated some snow on his hat. So there we are. Ah, he's looking quite happy, isn't he? I think he probably sometimes need to adjust their smile a little bit, I think. Make him smile a bit more, perhaps. He's looking a little bit anxious. That'll do. Maybe a bit more snow. So, there we are. One snowman. 2 snowmen, 2 Christmas cards. I should probably put a bit more blue on there, but this one's turned out pretty well. And yeah, that was easy, wasn't it? And quick. So I'll let you have a go at that, have fun, and I'll see you again tomorrow. So bye for now, everybody. Bye-bye.